Good morning. It's day 4, Thursday. I had a nice night in Athens. Met some nice travellers in the room, on the rooftop. Went out with some food. Tried to arrange some drinks, but then just decided that I just wanted to go to bed. I was so tired from the travelling, and I booked myself a walking tour for this morning. So that's about 3 hours walking around, which should allow me to see as much as I can over the next day whilst I'm still in Athens before I travel to Paros. So looking forward to that. Just need to get my stuff and check out of the hostel now and figure out what I'm going to do in my bag, because I don't want to take it around with me. I'll have to if I need to, but yeah, hopefully the hostel will let me leave it here. But that starts in 29 minutes. It takes 15 minutes to get there, so I better get a bloody reel on. So catch you in a bit. Breakfast of champions. The most important breakfast. Got it.
Built by Mr. Hadrian, 2nd century now, CE, to of course being a giant statue of the father of the gods, Zeus, made out of gold and ivory. Their equivalent city-states. Also, they could eat for free wherever they went. The second tier was built in the very late 1800s so that Athens would host gardens. Now, unlike some other places in the world, is probably the most unique church of the Byzantine era. The Winds is considered today to be the first ever meteorological station on the planet. Yep. Okay. How do you think Hadrian died? Heart attack, exactly. Okay. Died of a heart attack. That's what they say he died. Explain it. Here is because. Now, I'll show you a little bit of the story, okay?
Walking back to the hostel now. It's 32 degrees. I'm gonna die. Another day in the metro. To Paros we go. Arrived in Paros, but it's so hot. It's like a 15-minute walk to my gate, and I'm just dying. It's too hot. It's making me too hot. Walking to my ferry terminal now. If I don't burn today, it'll be a fucking miracle. I factored 50 like 5 times, but oh my god. It's bloody boiling. But hopefully there'll be a nice shaded area to sit before I embark on the 4-hour-long ferry to Paros. And I believe that's my ferry. At least I hope so. Let's see if they'll let me on. Made it on the boat. This home for the next few hours. It's very posh. We got an open deck bar. We got a buffet restaurant, air seats and cinema. We got a yacht club. Damn. What the hell did I book?
Cost effective.
to Paros Backpacker, whatever the bloody hell it's called. Seems like a pretty lively place. I think I may have booked a party hostel by mistake, but no matter. People seem quite nice so far. As soon as I walked in, I was checking late because the ferry was an hour late. I think everything in Greece is just always running like at least half an hour late for some reason. Whatever that reason is, I'm yet to find out, and I'd love to find out why. Could do my fucking nut in. But the ferry trip was nice, about 4 or 5 hours. Just sat, watched some more of the 1899 Netflix thingy show, the one about the boat, which is ironic considering I was on a boat. It's a bit of a weird one. Not sure if I recommend it, but nearly finished, so we'll stick it out if I can do anyway. But I had a bloody busy day in Athens today. Had the walking tour, which you would have seen some clips of earlier in the vid, in the vlog. Didn't just video like the whole thing, obviously. That's rude, and go and see it yourself, because it was great. The host Stavros was. You know when someone's just like made for a job, I guess, so like theatrical, he's so like animated, just loves history clearly. I was very happy to hear it. It's so good doing these walking tours, because like you can just land in a city somewhere and you're like, I have no idea where to start, and that's exactly where I kind of was, especially because I only had a day, realistically, if you'd call it a day, in Athens. So I was like, right, walking tour, get that done, and then I can chill for the rest of the day, and make sure I'm prepared for the ferry journey ahead. Randomly bumped into this guy who's like best mates with one of my old bosses. We just got talking about where we're from, found out we're from Manchester, talking about work, stuff like that, and then just turns out that he's pally with an old director of mine. So had a nice chat after the tour. We went for like a lunch, went to this like seafood place. Didn't realize it was seafood until I got there. I was like, shit, I don't know, I don't really like that much seafood. Tried anchovies for the first time, not awful. And then also had some deep fried calamari, which is always a win. You can't go wrong with that. And then just went back to the hostel, met some guys on the rooftop as I was up there, applying sun cream for like the fifth time today. It's been so hot, and none of my factor 50 seems to be enough. I'm gonna need like factor 250 at the very least, and apply that a couple times a day. Still feel like I've burnt, but it's not too bad, and I don't feel awful, so this is good news. But then yeah, booked myself into the ferry, got to the hostel, arrived. The guy was the check-in says it's like 11, but then the guy was still hanging around. There's like a bar next door. He says the hostel's got a pool. I've never seen a hostel with a pool before. Don't know how much use I'm going to make of that. When I did walk in though, there was about, I could hear the noise upstairs of people like socialising. I'm like, oh god, what have I got myself into? But they were all just heading out for like a night out, which makes sense. There's like 20 people going. 3 guys in my room, not currently, but they've gone out, so I'm sure I'll hear them banging about when they come in at God knows what time o'clock. So I'm hoping to be able to hit the hay pretty soon, and then I think I'll go for a run tomorrow morning. Actually, Paros, from what I've seen in the dark so far, is stunning. Looks lovely. There's another rooftop terrace sort of here, so I went up to there and got chatting to, there's a couple of girls on the roof who were just chilling, so I struck a bit of a conversation and just asking how the travels have been, any recommendations for Paros. So might see if we can even perhaps do some socialising on this holiday, which I feel like, because I've only been in places like 24 hours, I've not really had all too much chance to actually like get to meet people and just actually like chill with them and like go here, go there. It's always been like a flying visit, a little bit of a pit stop more than anything, and just kind of a means to an end of getting somewhere. But I'm here for 2 nights, so at least I can have like a full day of doing whatever tomorrow before I then have to check out and you know, head to Santorini next. I have booked after Santorini. I also booked Eos, which from what I've heard is a party island. Partying can be done. You can go to a bar, you can chill, and then head home at a reasonable time. I'm too old for this. Rolling in at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't have the time to recover from that kind of ordeal anymore. It takes a good week of anxiety to get over that shit now. So at least if I head out on a bar crawl, meet some people, and then head home at a reasonable time, that sounds like a pretty good plan to me. So that's the plan thus far. Hoping to bring you some interesting content from Paros, some lovely sights. It seems like a very quaint seasidey type town. People are pretty keen on hiring like ATVs and shit here, which is interesting. Seems the thing to do in these Greek islands is just hire a quad bike and just fuck off somewhere. I can't drive, so I don't know if I'm even allowed or if that's a wise idea. But we'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. I'm gonna try and say yes to more things. Someone did ask me, would you like to go, you know, are you coming out? And the answer was, fuck no, I'm going to bed. So I guess that starts tomorrow. But yeah, posted the first vlog, which I had to do on hostel Wi-Fi, and it took me about 6 hours overnight. So I just went to sleep while it was uploading, woke up on 99%, like, that's bloody good timing. And people have been very kind so far about things that the video that's been posted. So shout out to you guys. Thanks very much for the nice feedback. Hopefully you'll enjoy the content that is to come. Very quick shout out to my sister. Miss you. Yeah, she was angry at me that I didn't give her a shout out, so it's not a pity shout out. Don't say that. No, it's good to get that in. I didn't expect her to watch the vlog, to be honest. So hello to you. Yeah, I'll stop rambling on. It's been nearly 8 minutes. Gonna finish off some of this Netflix show, and then go to bed. Maybe plan a bit of a 5k around the coast of Paros. Yeah, sounds good. We'll check in for day 5. Perhaps it's day 5. I don't know what day it is, to be fair. I'm expecting that to continue as well, so we'll check in the morning. Goodbye. 4k run done. Good morning. Far too hot to do any more than that, and couldn't figure out a route. I also got like 10 minutes before I started running, so that was a tough one. But now, in Croissant, let's see. Certainly had worse brekkie views. In the hostel now, getting prepared for a day of exploration, I suppose. And I'm so sick. Put on sun cream. It's just holiday admin. It's just creamy admin. I just don't. I'm sick of it. I curse my ginger spirit. Thanks, Dad, for that one. You're watching this. This is your fault. In fact, 15 up multiple times a day. I'm sick of it. Just chilling on the rooftop. Would you just look at that view? We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. I'm gonna have a little googly woogly about what's good in Paros. I've got a full day here, and then tomorrow at like 11 I have a ferry to Santorini, so I need to try and squeeze in as much as I can. The motive here seems to be ATVs, quad bikes and whatnot. I don't know if that's a wise idea or if I'm even allowed. So I might just have a wee saunter about for a bit, maybe grab some lunch, get some scran, and then chill on the beach for a bit. It is wildly hot right now. It's like midday currently, so it is peak heat right now. So we'll see where we get to, but film a little bit, see what's going on. There's loads of little windmills about, which is really cute. Posted a couple of pics on the Strava because I finally got to do a run, which is good. So there's some really nice, like, it's got heckled by a ferry horn. Cheers, mate. Having a wee stroll right now through the Greek wilderness. It's not quite, it's more just where the beach is, just kind of behind it, where all the houses and stuff are. Off to the sanctuary of Artemis and Apollo, which would be pretty cool to see. I have 2,000 worshippers on Apollo, so, you know, gotta go and see it. Gotta go see Artemis for our Stevie T. I'll pay homage to the GOAT, the Dream Duo, the ranked queues, RP Smite 1, RP Smite 2. Let's get meandering. I've also discovered a new meta. It's the towel on the neck meta. It's best in slot for protecting thy neck. It's actually OP against a sunburnt neck, because that seems to be my tenderest area, I suppose. Yeah, rocking a new strat, hope it doesn't get patched soon. Oh, I'm fucked. I suppose on top of the actual hike itself, to see the sanctuary, get some pretty nice views. Gorgeous. We made it. Just up this little hill. I've arrived at the sanctuary of Apollo and Artemis. There's a very rusty gate, which I'm not entirely sure means I can go in. So I'm going to try and manoeuvre a little way in, because there is photos that kind of show that you can. It might just be a bit stuck and I don't want to break anything, so I'll find another way. A couple of fun facts about Apollo. He was the son of Zeus, considered a demigod more than a god, I think. God of music, poetry. He's also associated with the sun and the light. He also has a twin sister, and that twin sister is Artemis. And as a slight counterpart, Artemis, the aforementioned, is the goddess of the hunt, also the moon, the counterpart of Apollo, and is often associated with childbirth, despite being a virgin goddess. It's one of her main sort of shticks, I suppose. Yeah. Love it. Love a bit of mythology. Thanks Smite for that. Appreciate it. Not only being an architectural site on Paros, it's also a cracking vista. Would you just look at that? Very successful. I've made it in. I just opened the rusty gate. This was the sanctuary of the twins. I'll have a bit of a mooch. I wonder if these walls are still the original, whether they've been restored. What's going on in here? sanctuary dates back to the 9th century BC and was then used, allegedly, until the 5th century BC, where then another temple was then founded in classic Greek fashion out of marble. Whether this then continues to be used, I don't know, but it just sounds like they upgraded to the marble. But this is what's left. Still relatively preserved, very peaceful. If you're ever in Paros, it's worth a hike. Made it down in one piece. I'm absolutely roasting. I'm in need of a re-cream. Shade would be welcome right now, because it was fuck all up there. Off to the beach now with some hostel friends. Lovely day for it. We've done a modicum of chilling, sunbathing, and a little bit of a dip in the sea. We've been dipping, which is lovely. I'm racing now to the port to see if I can get the last ferry to Paros, the evil cousin of Paros, which is supposed to be really nice. So let's see where it goes. There we go. Yeah, another boat. Let's go. Start the back of the bus like a cool kid. Touchdown in Paros. The port of Paros, which is an extra cheeky Paros, but weaker in the distance. Seems like a very nice place. I've got an hour or two to explore before I then have to get the ferry back. I don't have much battery, so I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to be able to film with this. But that's okay. I get to experience it, and that's the main thing. Bye. Heading back to the hostel now. I managed to get back in one piece from Paros. What is my hair doing? Managed to preserve enough phone battery to get the ferry, which is always lovely. But my feet are absolutely killing me. I don't think a hike in flip-flops this morning was a great idea. Straight down. Another day, another ferry. Goodbye, Paros. Lovely island, would recommend. Actually wish I stayed a bit longer. Quick stop in Naxos, where I was in a few days. I don't know if you can hear me, but in the distance you can also see the temple of Apollo. Yet another one. Now arriving in Santorini. I forgot to update yesterday after I went for some food. Went out for dinner with another traveller, which was really, really nice. Some traditional shortly after to go to the clubs, and I was like, you know what, I just want to stay here and drink some beers. We then had a bit of a mooch down to some of the bars in Paros. Went and had a couple of sangrias. Shout out to Stevie T for that one, the sangria man. He's had 2 shout outs this video, you lucky bastard. But yeah, then after that rolled in about 3 AM. Fortunately, the guys who I was sharing a room with were back before me, so I had to be very quiet and tiptoe about. I expected them to get in at like 5 AM, but they did not. And I was the dirty stop out, which is not what I planned. So then slept in pretty late this morning. Checkout was 11. Went and grabbed some supplies for this ferry. Got my head down pretty much on this one. Didn't really do too much. It's far too hot to sit out in the sun, so I was just meandering around. Plonked myself down in the shade. This is like one of the top decks here, so I just plonked down here. It's pretty quiet. It went to Naxos first and then went to Santorini, so it was busy at first and then more quiet, so totally happy with that. Just about to head off now to the hostel. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'll figure that out when I touch down on the coast. Otherwise I think I'm going to wrap this one up. I've done Athens and Paros in one kind of vlog, and it's getting to about the 30-minute mark around now, so I will call this one a day here. And yeah, if you're enjoying these little vloggies, do let me know. Had some kind of feedback so far. Hoping to get a little bit more comfortable with this whole recording yourself thing, especially in public. I had to wait till the deck was clear to actually pluck up the courage to do a little bit of chatting. But I'll wrap this one up, try and get the vlog uploaded this evening once I've got hostel Wi-Fi, and then go from there. But we'll end with a snapshot, I believe, is a volcano, which I'm hoping to get to.
Crossing Paros, you go to Santorini with immediate departure. Thank you.
Let's cut that last video short because I've been heckled by the announcer. But we are arriving now. So, as I said, closing this one off now. Thanks for watching. And we'll catch you for the next journey, which I hope will be Santorini and Eos.